Yo, what's on guys? I had quite a few people request how I make these cut-off vests, and basically this is going to be a tutorial on how to make one of these vests. Like, it looks real easy to do. It is pretty easy, but there is like a certain way of doing it without screwing it up. Alright, so what you're going to need is an old t-shirt. I just use t-shirts that are too small for me really. I don't want to throw them out. They've either shrunk in the wash or just outgrown them. We're going to make one out of this one today. I used to love this t-shirt. Pretty cool t-shirt. If you've got something with a little logo, something white or grey looks really good. Obviously you can use any colour, but that's just my personal preference. So you're going to want a pair of scissors, a good pair of scissors, not like some loose wobbly piece of shit. You're going to want something that can actually cut fabric. These aren't ideal. It would be even better if I had like longer fabric scissors, but some kitchen scissors will do completely fine. To make the vest, you're going to want to lay it out. You're going to want to make it nice and flat, and if you've got sharp enough scissors, what you can do is if you fold it in half and basically follow the steps that I'm about to say, you can do this so it's exactly symmetrical, but my scissors aren't really sharp enough for that. You're going to want to put it somewhere flat. You're going to want to get rid of most of the creases, because if you cut through a crease, it's going to basically look really wonky and horrible. The thing to remember about this as well is if you cut too much, you can't put it back on, but if you cut not enough, you can always cut more away. So the best way to do it is to cut a little bit less, and then if you need to cut more off, cut a little bit more. Alright, so you're literally going to find this line, go about an inch away from the line, and then just follow the line all the way down, and it's simple as that, making sure there's no creases. And then towards the end, you don't want to follow the line exactly, maybe make it a little bit wider, so maybe go like 1.5 inches, just so you don't get the sides of the t-shirt flaring out, which doesn't look great. So if we go about 1 inch, which is like, let's say there, and then you want to cut from the end of the scissors and kind of like roll the scissors onto it. So if you do any turns, just make sure you're cutting as you do the turns. Don't stretch out the t-shirt too much as you're cutting it, or you'll stretch the material and it will be like a wonky cut. So you want to try and keep it about 1 inch, and just go straight down that last bit. Right, so that's one side done. Right, you get the other piece, you see how far you've cut it. So it's about the same. Alright, I cut it like that. Right, it doesn't have to be perfect. The cool thing about these, you kind of want it to look a bit ghetto-y. And bam, off with that edge. Right, so that's the vest done. That is literally as easy as it is. So, right, the thing is of making these as well is the more you wear them, the sides will eventually roll up inside, so it'll give it more of a clean looking cut anyway. That is literally how you make a shoulders vest or a bulking vest. I call it a shoulders vest or a bulking vest just because it doesn't really show off your back like a stringer does, and like I literally wear these out and about all the time. A pair of like black skinny jeans, like ripped skinny jeans, like black Vans, anything like that goes with all the kind of cut off vests real well. I don't like making them into stringers because I find as soon as you start cutting away this, it starts to look real bad, and like even if you cut down here, it ends up looking terrible. So I'd always buy stringers rather than make them. But yeah, I hope you found that useful for making vests and shit and looking cool. Let me know what you want to see next. Super quick one. I'll catch you later, guys.